Hi, everyone. This is Alexandra from Hear Me Roar, and welcome to Cacao Talk, episode 17, birthday resolutions and turning 41. But first, Cacao. Hmm. So, because today is my 41st birthday, I was actually really inspired to make a very yummy recipe for my cacao today. So today we have vanilla, date syrup, cardamom, and sesame seeds, and it is really, really delicious. A nice birthday special cacao recipe. Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned, today is my 41st birthday. And for the last about 8 years, I've been doing birthday resolutions instead of New Year's resolutions because, well, technically my year starts on the day that I was born. And as I'm making the cacao, I was just so inspired to get on camera and to share this birthday ritual that I do, and then share with you guys what my birthday resolution, actually, I'm going with two birthday resolutions, are going to be for this year and why I do them. So like I mentioned, like several years ago, I I love my birthdays. Let's just start with that. Like I am definitely someone that really enjoys celebrating my birth. I am a big believer that we choose when we're going to be born into this lifetime. And I love being alive. I love being here. I love having the human experiences. I love being able to discover the divine part of myself. And so to me, my birthday is the day that I chose to be born into this world to really go on this life journey that we call our human experience, you know? And I love that. I've loved every single second of it. I've loved from the most torturous, emotional, physical pain that I've ever had to the most incredible ecstasy, orgasmic experiences that I've had in life so far in these 41 years, and everything in between. And several years ago, I was just wanting to figure out a way to really honor and celebrate the day I was born. And then we're all about New Year's, well, a lot of people are about New Year's resolutions. And that really, I mean, the idea of setting a resolution or at least a goal and intention for the year, I think is very beautiful. But the New Year part never really resonated with me, you know, like I get it, right? It's a new year, it's a new time to set new things. But again, my new year begins on my birthday. So for the last 8 years, I pick something that I'm going to focus on, something that will stretch my comfort zone, something that will encourage me and nourish me as I want to evolve in different areas of my life. And they've ranged throughout the years. One year I committed myself to take one of those paint and wine nights every single month. So every single month, whether someone was going to go with me or not, I would go to one of these classes because I had always wanted to learn how to paint. Like I always, and yes, it's not like a technical like class and stuff, but it was like a fun way to experiment with something I've always wanted to do. Right. There was even one year where I was starting to travel a lot with my ex-husband, and we were traveling to like different countries and meeting different people and, you know, all these yummy foods. And I recognized that one of the narratives I kept telling myself was like, oh, I don't eat that, or yeah, no, I don't want that. And I didn't like the fact that I kept saying no to things. And I really didn't honestly know if I was going to enjoy it or not. It was almost like an autopilot thing of like, I wasn't a very adventurous eater back then. And so it was like this auto narrative of like, no, I'm okay. No, I don't want to have that or whatever. So I spent an entire year making a list of things that I was saying no to food wise, and really allowing myself to taste everything on that list twice, prepared in two different ways, two different settings to really see if I really didn't like it. And this long list, I don't even remember how many things I had on my list, literally have gone down to like less than five, less than a handful of things. And it has just opened up my world and my experience. And I mean, I love food now. But yeah, every year I just kind of think of something that is my heart and my soul is calling for, and something that would be fun as a human on the human side to experience. So a few days ago, I had decided on one. And as I'm making the cacao, I realized that there's a second one that somehow maybe I don't fully know how they're both integrated yet, but they apparently they're both meant to be experienced. And so for me, this upcoming year, my birth year, how can I even put it into words? I want to deeper embody the energy of financial stability and really, really looking at the narratives and the beliefs that I am still holding on to, and also like the root stories behind it that will allow me to fully, really embody now financial stability. I would say that this past year, I have really started understanding it, started reading more about how to have that level of abundance in my life. There's some things that I started putting into practice, but the next level for me, I feel, is the real embodiment of it. Lately, with some friends and clients, I've been practicing how there's the theory, there's the practice, and then there's the embodiment, right? And so there's the theory that I've been, studying or reaching for and just learning about the last several years. This past year, I've started putting things more into practice as things come up here and there, kind of casually been looking at it. But there's this level of embodiment, this level of like, it goes beyond even the practice of it. It is the being of it, of the being the witness and the full allower of it. And I've really noticed this happening for me this past year in my tantric practices. And so now I'm being inspired to really like bring it into my financial stability and just abundance in life, And again, I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. It's just all about this intention that I'm setting, this openness, this willingness that I'm giving to the universe and saying, I am ready for this, and I am willing to do and be and allow and release and let go and transmute what needs to happen in order to really embody this in my life, right? So that was my first birthday resolution that I have. The one that came as I was making my cacao, like I shared in other videos, I've really dived deeper into shamanic tantric practices. And it's something that I've been on the path on for about 2 years. And recently I had this beautiful womb healing done. And within it, I could feel this reconnection with the 17-year-old version of myself. At 17, there was this conscious and unconscious initiation that happened. And there was really a feeling like when I really connect with myself, when was the first time in my life I was really connected and I felt some level of connection to my body, some level of understanding. There was something more around me, but also this understanding of like that sensuality and sexuality is more than just for sex, that there's something else here that has magic and it has power in it, has an ability to bring unconditional love and healing, not just for myself, but for others. And as I'm making the cacao, I could feel that part of me that I only really once in a while let come out, really like coming in and wanting to dance and move as I was making the cacao. And I was like, you know what? I want more of this. I want to be more of this. I want to embody more of this and show up in my life more from this perspective of where it's literally just my beingness, again, going back to the idea of what does embodiment mean, right? And so again, I am just still processing it, but somehow these are the two topics, this embodiment of the financial stability in my life, and then this allowing and beingness of this part of me that had been dormant for so long for a variety of reasons. And she is just so ready to be, to live, to thrive, to create, to love, to be loved, And so those are my 2 birthday resolutions. I encourage you guys, if you've never done this before or heard of it, to really practice for your birthday, even if your birthday just passed or is coming up, thinking about maybe implementing a birthday resolution practice and just seeing the magic of how it unfolds, right? There's no need to really like keep a list or track or nothing like that, right? It's more about being in the feminine energy, which is just allowing it as it comes up and just leaning into it and dancing with it, right? So yeah, I invite you guys to maybe implement this practice. As usual, if you guys have any questions or comments, you are free to leave them, or always just reach out. You can visit my website. And I do also offer free consult calls. So if you guys wanted to arrange one of those, just feel free to go to my website. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.